Mayor Rex?
Hindi na ko kabati.
Yes, ma'am.
Sige po.
Okay.
Ma'am, so again, let me just recap. Mabilis lang naman po eh. 1 week after the lockdown, the FDA released a list of around 6 pa lang noon eh. 6 na mga FDA-approved kits. What we did was we tracked down all the supplier of those kits and left with one, Union Seagen, which is distributed by Endure. And when I say kits, they're PCR kits po, not rapid testing kits. Now, the next problem that we had in the 2 weeks after that was trying to find an FDA-approved laboratory. Kasi mahirap na humagtayo ng sariling lab ngayon. And we were looking for capacity kung sino ang pwede na mag-test ng ganung kit. Kasi remember po, those kits are like locks and key. Hindi porket may kit ka, it will work with a certain PCR machine. Meron siyang compatibility issues. So we had to track down, call each and every single laboratory that was accredited and try to figure out kung sino ang pwedeng magpatakbo ng kit na binili namin. And we ended up with the Medical City. This morning, we also signed with another accredited lab, yung Detoxicare, kasi they also can run those kits and they are accredited. So by tomorrow, sa the Medical City, our processing is 25 kits a day. It can go up as high as 40. Turnaround time is 2 days. Pero with the new capacity we got from Detoxicare, daily we will be running 115 kits a day. Eh, ang PUI, PUM lang naman po namin, nasa 5,470 lang. So meaning, by this Saturday, Valenzuela can tell you that wala na kaming PUI at PUM, everybody will be accounted for. Except, syempre, yung mga bago na dadating. So basically, what we did was we located a kit, a PCR kit that's locally approved by FDA, locally distributed, looked at the list of FDA-approved labs, asked them which of them can run the kits that we bought, and in the end, we matched them all together. So yun yung ginawa natin.
Mayor P?
Yes, ma'am.
May tatanong
Yes,
ka ba?
Naka-monitor.
May itatanong ka kay Mayor Rex? Sinasabi niya yung pagbili ng test kits at saka pagkuha ng laboratory to be able to process the kits.
Ang tanong ko lang, ma'am, is this mandatory sa lahat ng mga local governments to include local government in Mindanao?
Actually, sa NCR, hindi naman mandatory. Kaya lang po, because overloaded na ang RITM and the government hospitals, tumatagal po yung turnaround nila ng results pag nagpa-process kami sa kanila. So meaning, in that time, siguro ang RITM can do probably 5 to 7 days turnaround. In that time, tuloy-tuloy kami sa deployment of resources, knocking down the house, giving out food. So, ang maganda ko dito, in this time, alam na namin kung positive o negative yung isang tao, hindi na namin kailangan antayin pang 7 to 8 days. That will free up resources, manpower, the deployment of food packs, kasi mabilis yung turnaround. In short, what Venezuela did was we didn't rely anymore on government capacity. We worked with the private sector through PPP to use the private sector's capacity kasi it seems may excess sila, mabilis sila.
Siguro pa-explain mo, Mayor, bakit kailangan kang mag-mass testing?
Oh.
Kasi hindi nila yun masyadong ma-appreciate.
Okay. Ma'am Mayor, kasi I'm sure lagi nyo nakikita sa news na ang daming UIs, UMs sa Venezuela or sa Pagsibilitayo. Ang nangyayari kasi, right now, lahat yun, pag hindi natetest, nalagay natin sa nakagawa yung buong bahay.
Municipal
Yung suspect, we're isolating
contact tracing team.
Ma'am, what's happening kasi is, whenever you don't test, you're forced to lock down a house. And you want us to isolate large part of the population without testing by mere suspect. Number one, resource exhausted. Number two, medyo mahirap yun. So at least right now, when we test everybody who's a suspect or a probable or a PUM, we will know, we will be able to target and make the population smaller. Yun na lang yung kailangan namin i-isolate, yun na lang yung kailangan namin i-quarantine, Yun na lang yung kailangan namin i-treat. Hindi na yung buong 500 or 600 na tao.
Mayor, saan kayo kumuha ng test kits ninyo?
Ma'am, yung FDA has been releasing list of accredited kits. Bumili kaagad kami ng first round ng release ng aming paranyon. We bought 1,000 test kits per week from a company called Endure Philippines. Published naman yan sa FDA webpage. At their product is called CGIN test kits. These are PCR kits from South Korea. We did not use the rapid test. Remember, sa DOH ngayon, they constantly publish the kits that they approve as well as the laboratories they accredit. So within that framework nila, you can match the two and you can do it on your own together with these partners. Very transparent naman yung DOH na you've been publishing that all the time.
Mayor Jerry, di ba meron kang mga suggestions, gagamitin mo yung UP test kits? Mayor Jerry.
Hi, Ma'am Nene. Today we purchased 2.6 million worth of UP test kits. And these UP test kits can be used by the laboratory in Western Visayas. We were able to get 1,750 UP test kits, and these are PCR test kits. We were also able to purchase 2,700 PCR test kits from Korea. Both of these are FDA approved. And we were able to get also rapid test kits, also FDA approved, which we use just to get the preliminary knowledge on the persons, whether he is positive or negative. We had a problem because there were some undocumented persons who joined the OFW from Cebu, and one of them was not turned out positive in the rapid test kits and also in the PCR test kits. It is very important to have a knowledge on the status of COVID-19 in our locality, because unless we will be able to know, we will not be able to identify, isolate, and go into contact tracing. The special ERA that was given to the local government units, to all the cities and municipalities, it was also included that we can use a portion of that ERA to purchase test kits. And I think it is very important. Aside from purchasing test kits, it is also very important to increase the capacity of our laboratories. If we only rely on the accredited laboratories of RITM, and this situation will go on, then the local government units, considering that we will be having some funds, should band together in order to help out and come up with more laboratories.
Mayor, sino yung priorities mo sa pag-testing? Kasi hindi naman lahat magagastos pag-test mo, di ba? Mayor Jerry, sino yung priorities mo po?
Ang priorities first, we went on contact tracing. At saka ang nangyari, ang mga first ang may contact sa positive, no? Second, after testing those who have contact with the positive patient, all the PUMs and the PUIs. Aside from the PUMs and the PUIs, it is very necessary that we also test our medical frontliners, those who are doing everything for us, and also our peace and order frontliners, or PNP, and the Army, especially those who have symptoms already.
Salamat po. Mayor Rex and Mayor Jerry, ano pong advice nyo dun sa mga LGUs na mahirap na walang pambili ng test kits?
Ma'am, lahat naman mo merong special era. Everybody was given a special era. You can charge it against the special era. That's 1 month of your era that's given. So I think that's chargeable loan.
Okay, so yun po yung priority. May tanong po kayo sa
Ma'am Nene?
testing?
Ma'am Nene, si Joet po. May I ask Mayor Rex, may partnership ang Valenzuela with Medical City. How does the partnership work? I know they can help pagdating sa paperwork kasi they're already a hospital. Pero pagdating sa laboratory that is in Valenzuela, tao ba nila yung nagmamanong laboratory or is it your people?
Actually, the arrangement is we do the swabbing here. We bought the kits. We do the swabbing here. We transport it to the Pasig Hospital of the Medical City. Because remember, the laboratories must operate in a biocontainment chamber. Hindi mo siya pwede kahit na anong laboratory. So they process it there and then they email us in 48 hours the results. So the actual processing is done in their laboratory. We pay them a processing fee of 2,500 per case. Tapos yung new partner namin this morning, the Toxicare, is another one that was accredited. We do the same. We own the kits, we do the swabbing, we do the transport, all the way to their labs in Mandaluyong. They will process and email it to us in less than 48 hours.
And so far, Mayor, below capacity naman yung operation nitong mga laboratories. That's why they're able to help you.
Ang nangyayari ngayon, I think, because yung template na ganito, pinupush na ng DOH sa mga NCR mayors, all the NCR mayors are now scrambling to work out arrangements with all these laboratories. So it would be good if you can lock in through a MOA now. Nandun naman yung list. Marami pang doon, may St. Luke's, may Medical City. These are labs that are outside the government infrastructure. So medyo painstaking lang talaga na tinatawagan sila, nag-usap, nag-follow up. But they normally come around and they say yes naman. Like kami, we approach a whole bunch. TMC, yung Medical City, bumalik agad. Itong isa bago lang to eh. They were accredited ng last week. Tapos Monday pinoblis, we called them, they were very receptive. Meron pa silang capacity at this point, but the NCR mayors are now looking for partners. So baka pasikip ng capacity.
Mayor Rex, patanong, sino yung nag-train ng mga tao mo for conducting the swabbing? Ano ba yun?
Ma'am, meron kaming in-house pathologist. We have a resident pathologist and we have a built-in CESU or epidemiology team. So kami rin marunong ho yung resident pathologist namin and yung mga resident epidemiologist namin. All they had to do was train the medtechs to do proper swabbing.
So anong advice mo doon sa walang pathologist? Anong gagawin nila?
Normally there's a regional epidemiology ng DOH. They can also train them. They can also help. And may mga pathologists sa mga DOH hospitals.
So sino pa po yung may tanong o may ibang suggestion? Mayor Beng, may tanong ka?
Ay, wala pa po. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Meron pong question si Mike Luz.
Sige, go. Ma'am, sige po.
Mike, you have a question?
Teka, si Mayor Jerry muna po. Mute muna po lahat, si Mayor Jerry.
May I suggest, all the mayors, I think it is very important that we purchase test kits. We have to make sure that we use part of our special era to purchase test kits. It is very, very important that we know what's happening on the ground. Insofar as Iloilo City is concerned, we will be completing our enhanced community quarantine by the end of the month. And we would like to know what is the real situation. We will never know what is the real situation unless we go on mass testing. And if I may suggest to all the other mayors, we can use part of our special era to purchase these test kits. our medtechs can be trained by DOH to do the swabs, but we really have to help out the DOH insofar as our jurisdictions are concerned.
Pwede po ba sa service to the other mayors if you can assign somebody just to list down kung sino yung makukuhanan nila ng test kits plus the cost? Pwede ho ba yun, Mayor?
Yes, we can assign someone, and after this meeting, I will assign someone so that all the other mayors can also get in touch with them.
Salamat
It is
po.
only problematic na lang sa Korea because after we purchase those test kits from Korea, the US made a very huge purchase, and for the rest, I think, of the month, they will only be completing the order of the US.
May tanong pa po tungkol sa testing? Okay. So wala na po. Okay na tayo? So can we go to second? Gusto niyo po bang pag-usapan yung how to streamline the social amelioration program? Yung kayo ang nag-i-implement? Gusto niyo po bang pag-usapan yon? Mayor Piang, di ba meron kang tanong doon?
Hindi, ang tanong ko lang naman, kasi very recently, ang gobyerno, which is a good sign naman, ay nagsasabi nga sila in Congress and yung IATF natin na bibigyan nila ng subsidy din, parang sa isasama sa SAP yung ating mga middle class. Pero kung titingnan mo at titingnan yung ating listing ng mga mahirap natin na constituents, dito lang sa bayan namin, sa UP, I have more than 11,000 non-4Ps na kasama doon sa indigent groups, yung mga talagang mahirap, mahirap. And out of that 11,000, para yatang ang mabibigyan lang na non-4Ps constituent ko is something like 670. 670 of the 11,000. So ang aking lang, ma'am, baka pwede tayong gumawa ng lobby sa Congress or IATF or sa kagalang-galang na Pangulo na sana bago bigyan yung mga middle class, sana mabigyan muna natin lahat yung ating nalista ng mga mahihirap.
Suggestion po ba doon dahil maraming mahirap na hindi mabibigyan? Ano ba yung ano po ba yung suggest ng mga alkalde doon? Lalo na yung mga taga-BARM, di ba?
Yes. Lalo na dito sa BARM.
Sige po, ano po yung pwede nating masuggest doon? Kasi syempre magagalit sila sa inyo. So ano po yung suggestion natin na matulungan naman din yung hindi kasama sa social amelioration program pero mahirap?
Dito sa akin, madam, Ma'am Nene, dito sa UP, kakausap ko lang kanina yung aking municipal social welfare officer. Kayo nga, yung sabi, yung out of the 11,000, 670 lang mabibigyan. So ang sabi ko, ang posibilidad, if wala na tayong magagawa, maghahanap kami ng pondong i-realign para mabibigyan namin yung hindi mabibigyan na ng mga mahihirap na ano. Kasi at this point in time, yun naman sa DOLE, na ang sabi, magbibigay din sila para sa ating mga informal workers tulad yung mga habal-habal driver, sikat driver, yung mga payong-payong driver. Hanggang ngayong panahon na ito, wala pa rin pong nasabi kung sino yung bibigyan at nakasubmit na rin kami ng listing.
Tanong mo pala si Professor Luz kay Mayor Rex at saka kay Mayor Jerry. Yun daw po bang kapitbahay ng mga PUM at saka PUI, tinetest din?
Well, we start first with those who have contact with the positive, no? Ang PUM, we started doing them today, and the PUI. But ang kapitbahay nila, we are not doing any testing with them because the tests are very limited and very expensive.
So okay na, Professor Mike? Okay. So Meron pa po bang suggestion dun sa social amelioration? Well, yung parang alternative is just to appropriate your local funds to help those who are not part of the social amelioration. Meron pa po ba kayong suggestion doon? Mayor Raul, ikaw, anong ginagawa mo? Para dumama yung matulungan mo. Mayor Raul?
Yeah, we are realigning funds now from our 20% because it's being frozen already by the DILG and by the DBM. So we are freeing funds to address yung wala ma-include sa DSWD na SAP. The governor is also helping us. And I think the province, the governors, the League of Governors is also making a petition that the 1 month Bayanihan grant can be used for social amelioration, especially for financial assistance.
Mayor Jason, BM Jason, meron kang suggestion? Mayor Odin? BM Jason, okay ka na?
Nakikinig lang po ako at saka natututo. Pero salamat po.
Okay, sige po. So, yung susunod po siguro is really sharing yung mga best practices natin or lessons which we would like to mainstream or our other mayors to learn from. Si Mayor Vico kanina nandyan eh. So Mayor Vico, nandyan ka pa? Mayor Vico? Si Mayor Vico, ang sinasabi ko, kung pwede mong gustong i-share, yung gusto mong ma-replicate, yung matutuhan nila sa'yo. Kasi ano ka ngayon eh, ikaw yung idolo ng maraming tao. So para marami tayong maging idolo, ano yung gusto mong practice na effective na pwedeng ma-replicate ng ibang alkalde? O sige, habang naghihintay tayo kay Mayor Vico, sinong alkalde pwedeng gustong mag-share? Mayor Hani, nandiyan ka, di ba? Mayor Hani.
Opo, nandito po, ma'am.
Ay, Mayor Hans, o ikaw yung gusto, kasi taga-Basilan ka, baka gusto mong mag-share.
Yun na nga po, ma'am, despite na yung mostly yung mga BARM LGUs ay IRA-dependent, we exhaust all possible means para kahit papaano makatulong sa ating mga kababayan. In Malusu, I think 2 weeks ago, the Sanggunian came up with an ordinance to donate their April salary. Tapos we were able to influence also yung mga barangay officials namin. I-donate din nila yung kanilang mga salaries for April to augment the yung lack of resources of our LGUs for the needs of our constituents. So meantime, yun lang po ang nagagawa namin kasi talagang very meager yung allocation po. Alam naman po ninyo, yung BARM areas ay mostly ay IRA-dependent po. Ma'am Nene.
Yun na po yung mga sweldo nyo para sa social amelioration.
Hindi po. Yung sweldo po ay intended for purchasing of our PPEs at saka yung relief goods po sa mga poorest of the poor.
Salamat, Mayor. Okay? Sino pa po yung gustong mag-share? Mayor Vico, okay ka na? Mayor Vico? Wala si Mayor Vico. Mayor Vico?
Ay, ma'am.
Sige po. Ikaw naman po yung mag-share. O Mayor Raul, ikaw ang mag-share.
Okay.
Sige.
Your senior here mayors here in northern Iloilo, we are 11 of us in the 5th Congressional District. We have a one-day shutting off of all establishment. The reason is we know that the COVID virus does not appear from thin air. It needs a host. So we really limit movement of people by shutting off all our establishments except pharmacies and clinics. In my case, only the power plant operates. Even the market, we close. So that will definitely reduce the viral load circulating in our area. We really have to institute these strict measures because in the whole province of Iloilo, the only district without a case of positive COVID patient is the 5th Congressional District. So we have this program, Quinto Sunday Total Quarantine. We close all our business establishments.
Tapos nakita ko yung post mo, di ba? Hindi mo pinapapasok yung mga OFWs na galing sa ibang bansa.
Yeah, if we take a look at the cases in the city and the province of Iloilo, if there is no entry of people coming from abroad and other areas like NCR, wala na sana kaming kaso. We could have flattened the curve and we can go back to, we can open our business, just maintain social distancing, wearing of mask. Pero problema namin, may pumasok. So Mayor Jerry has a problem now because there is an Ilonggo coming from UK that has a positive result. No? So that's why our stand is, we love our OFW brothers and sisters. But this is not the time to come home because the Department of Health quarantine protocol, I think, is very, very relaxed.
So anong gagawin ninyo kung nandyan na po yung OFW, nandyan na sa airport?
Well, in my case, what we suggest is they should be put in a DOH managed quarantine station. And then everybody should be tested again. Because many things can happen during transport. While you are on board the plane, you can get the virus. So testing should be done. And in my case, as soon as if they are negative, I will put them again in school quarantine. It's easily monitored, easily managed. Because if we put these people in home quarantine, hindi natin ma-regulate yan. They are circulating around. And they can also infect the family members. So that's why our stand is defend the land. We would like to protect you, and we also would like to protect the community and your family.
So Mayor Jerry, gusto mong mag-add on? Mayor Jerry?
Yes, ma'am. Ang ginawa namin, we came up with an agreement with the OWA and the regional IATF. We will only accept OFW if they give us a list 1 week before the transport. And before transport, we are requesting that they do a rapid test on all the OFW. If they all appear to be negative before transport, then we will allow them to go back to their families when they get here to Iloilo. That is insofar as Iloilo City is concerned. But we will no longer allow undocumented persons to join the OFW who have been listed already by OWA. That is the case that happened in OFW from Cebu. There were 3 undocumented persons who joined, and unfortunately, in the rapid testing, 3 of them turned positive. Through PCR, we were able to get the results. 1 turned positive, another 1 is negative, and we are still awaiting the results for the other 1. So it is very difficult if there are undocumented persons, because we do not know whether they have completed the 14-day quarantine already. We should be very strict insofar as this is concerned.
Mayor Rex or Mayor Vico, gusto mo pong mag-share dun sa treatment ng OFWs or non-residents coming to your municipalities or cities? Mayor Rex? Mayor Vico? Hello? Ay, sino pa po yung gustong mag-share doon sa treatment ng non-residents at saka mga OFWs returning to their homes?
Ma'am Nene,
Sige po. Ma'am Beng, sige po.
buenas tardes a todos. Alam nyo, Zamboanga City, just like Mayor Treñas, the IATF policies really is for local government units to accept returning Filipinos. However, dahil nga sa problema talaga ng DOH, wala po kaming easy access to testing kits. There is a problem with the RESU that has a very strict policy that it's very difficult for Mindanao to get tests being done, and it takes about a week before the responses are being out. So we are just forced to accept the OFWs, other stranded residents to come home. But I would think that the recommendation of Mayor Jerry must really be also put in place. If we can just elevate it to the national government, that the local government units need to enforce enhanced community quarantine on our part. But since there is really a very huge gap with the DOH on testing, it's very difficult for local government units to protect us. We have more than 173 Zamboangueños that need to return. And very recently, we were able to ask the Sangguniang Panglungsod, I am with Attorney Baldua here, to also ask the Malaysian government not to accept 400 deportees from Malaysia kasi po ang kanilang return lahat po sa Zamboanga City. So I think it is something that local governments outside of Luzon must are appealing that this procedure be done, that they be tested. I'm also here with our Vice Mayor this afternoon, and we're really working very hard, and we're really appealing to the national government. Ang laki po, Ma'am Nene, ng gap ng DOH at marami kaming hindi alam in terms of testing, in terms of Avigon, in terms of chloroquine for medications. Thank you.
Paki-enumerate lang po ulit yung inyong recommendations para mapaliwanagan natin.
So we would like, yes, Ma'am Nene, we would like to appeal to the national government, to the OWA, that if local governments outside of Luzon accept returning OFWs, they must submit to us a quarantine clearance that they have been tested negative for us to accept them. Because our areas like Iloilo, Zamboanga City, we have airports, but we are just the transshipment point kasi uuwi din sila sa iba't ibang mga probinsya in the region. And we are here to carry the burden because we have the tertiary hospital, and we need that this protocol be also provided to help us. Thank you.
Ay, si Mayor Hans, di ba may experience ka dito, yung mga galing na nag-Hajj? Mayor Hans, pwede kang mag-share? Anong ginawa mo dun sa mga galing sa Indonesia o Malaysia?
Actually, nung first wave ng influx ng yung kumbaga positive patient dito sa Pilipinas, merong more than 100 of Malaysian Filipino repatriates, no, from Malaysia who came home, and then supposedly yung port of embarkation nila sa Holo Sulu. Tapos nung time na yon, meron ng declaration yung provincial government ng Sulu, total lockdown, not to accept foreign vessels sa kanilang area. Kahit inter-island nung time na yon, strictly si Governor Sacortan ay prohibit niya na rin yung pagdak ng mga barko. Pero sa Basilan noon hindi pa nag enforce ang aming governor, kaya yung kanyang advice sa amin ay i-process lang, tanggapin yung residente ng Basilan. However, non-residents of Basilan hindi po pwedeng tanggapin ng LGUs ng Basilan. So we actually seek the assistance of the our friend from the military, and then they intervened. We provided yung island kung saan doon sila kinwarantine, yung more than 100 of repatriates. And then after finishing the period of quarantine for 21 days, yun na inallow at facilitate ng mga military, pinapauwi sa kanilang respective area kasi na-ensure namin na negative na rin sila sa mga symptoms ng COVID-19. Yun ang ginawa namin dito sa Basilan, Ma'am Nene.
Hindi nila tinanggap, dinala nila sa island. Pwede rin yun. Okay. So, sino pa po yung gustong mag-share bago po tayo mag-wrap up? Sino pa po yung gustong mag-share? Mayor Hani, si Mayor Odi, nakita ko kanina, Mayor Oka. Meron pa pong gustong mag-share? Mag-disconnect na si Mayor Soto. Meron pa pong gustong mag-share? O Mayor Rex, meron ka pang gustong sabihin?
Doon sa testing capacity, problema talaga namin yan sa upper half of Mindanao, from Zamboanga all the way to Caraga. Wala kaming testing capacity, so pinapadala hindi regular ang flights. Ang best alternative ngayon sa Davao. And meron ng mga announcements ang DOH na they're undertaking some studies. Tinignan na nila pero wala namang timeline. Ang hirap. Wala kaming testing capacity on our own. And regulated kasi ito, you have to have DOH and even World Health Organization. No? Anyway, so we have to live with this limitation. Kaya ginawa namin, focus kami sa information sa aming regional referral hospital. Lahat ng cases from January 31 up to today, minomonitor namin yan. Lahat ng SARI and ARI and then yung may comorbidity, monitored lahat yan. Ilan ang nasaan na sila, ilan ang positive, ilan ang negative. The other problem that we have is Cagayan de Oro is the host of the regional COVID hospital. So sa buong Northern Mindanao and even Marawi and Lanao del Sur, may mga pasyente sa Cagayan de Oro. And in fact, as I speak now, we have a total of 6 patients ngayon na COVID positive, none of whom is from Cagayan de Oro. Yung 6, isa na lang ang naiwan from Lanao del Norte. So, sinishare ko lang ang problema. Thank you.
Naman po, gwapo ka pa naman.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay naman. Thank you.
Gwapo pa rin po kayo. Kayang-kaya ninyo.
Yeah.
Oh, Mayor Vico, ikaw ang mag-share ngayon.
Yes, opo. Yung may problema po sa testing, baka pwede, suggestion lang naman po, baka they can focus on yun dun sa procuring ng rapid test kits. Kung may problema po sa supplier, we can help. We can connect them sa supplier, no, para kung may problema sa laboratory. Kasi yung rapid test kits, kahit ganito, pwede gawin eh. Although it's not as accurate and nakita nga natin sa South Korea, may mga false positive and even false negatives. I think it would be better than nothing. Kami, kumukuha rin kami. And then yung sa Medical City, similar to Valenzuela, ang pagkakaiba lang sa ginawa namin with Valenzuela is we didn't actually procure the PCR test kits. We're just basically buying or paying for the service of the Medical City. Sa kanila po galing yung test kits. Tapos libre naman siya kasi through PhilHealth.
So Mayor, sino yung nagte-test? Sino yung nagsaswabbing?
Kami po nagsaswab. Similar to Valenzuela, ang pinagkaiba lang po nung agreement namin sa Medical City sa Valenzuela ay sila kasi, to my understanding, test kits nila yon. Tapos pinapadala lang nila sa Medical City. Sa amin po, hindi kami bumili ng test kits. Ang binabayaran lang namin yung service ng Medical City. But we get the test kits, we swab, and then we return it to Medical City.
Okay. I think yung problema, Mayor, lalo na yung mga mahihirap na LGUs, kahit sa Cagayan de Oro, walang magpo-process, wala silang mga...
Yes, so yung sa PCR po. So actually, initially, we were going to buy around 20,000 nung rapid test kits. Pero yun nga, lumalabas na hindi siya as effective dun sa PCR because of the false negatives. So pinakawalan mo na yung tao, tapos after a while, magkakaroon ng sintomas kahit negative dun sa rapid test kits. So now we're leaning towards really focusing sa PCR. Tapos kung may magbigay na lang ng rapid test kit, gamitin pa rin namin for our health workers, at least ma-identify kung may positive. Even if there are false negatives, may use pa rin man siya kahit papano. So ang suggestion ko po sa LGU na within their geographical area ay wala pong capability for PCR testing, bili na lang po sila or hanap po sila ng rapid test kits. At least it's not as good as PCR siguro, pero it would be better than nothing. At the very least, you can use it for your healthcare workers. I-rapid test mo sila every 2 weeks or something like that para lang makakuha ka ng positive. Ang problema kasi magkakaroon ng false negative dun sa rapid test. But at least, pag nakita mo ng positive, better than not testing at all. So, again, yung LGUs po, na baka wala silang, kung kailangan po ng rapid test kits, we can, yung naka-reserve originally for us, maybe we can help and endorse to the LGUs that need it.
Yan. So, may offer na help si Mayor Vico. So, maraming salamat doon. Salamat po, Mayor. So, ano pa po yung... may tatanong po ba kayo kay Mayor Vico bago siya magbigay pa ng iba? Mayor, ano pa yung iba mong suggestion sa kanila?
Wala naman ho. I think more or less pare-pareho naman kami ng ginagawa.
Ano po yung special na talagang ginawa nyo na palagay ninyo napaka-effective?
Ang hirap naman sagutin ng tanong, ma'am. Kung may questions na lang po, ang hirap po sagutin ng tanong ni Ma'am Nene.
So, sino po yung gustong magtanong kay Mayor Vico? Mayor Odin, meron ka bang tanong? Yes, sige, may tanong ka ba kay Mayor Vico?
Wala naman so far. Tatanungin ko lang, baka gusto niya mag-donate ng drone na ginamit niya.
Ma'am, hindi ko po actually nakita kung sino yung nagsasalita kanina, no, kasi I was behind the camera. Pero in case po kailangan ng rapid test kits, we can help kung gusto po nila bumili. In case lang naman na wala sila makuha na supplier.
Si Mayor Oka po yun from Cagayan de Oro.
At
si
lowest cost po yun, ma'am. Lowest cost po.
Ma'am,
si Mayor Moreno po
yun. Pwede tanongin si Mayor Vico, ano yung sinasabi niyang rapid test na pwedeng bumili?
Yung rapid test kits, FDA approved din naman po siya. And it can, you can get results.
Magkano po yun?
Yung totoong presyo ho niya nasa mga 600 plus lang. But of course, may mga nagbebenta na 1,000 mahigit. But we can get for 600 plus. Within 15 minutes, makukuha mo na yung resulta. Parang ipiprick ka lang. Ngayon, ang problema is that's why we shouldn't rely on the rapid test kits because it produces a lot of false negatives. Yung false positive, okay lang eh. Kasi, di ba, kung false positive ka, mag-iingat tayo sa'yo. Okay lang yun. Walang nasaktan doon. Ang masama, yung false negatives. Ito yung nangyari daw sa South Korea na yung mga false negative, na-release na nila, akala nila okay na. Tapos after several days or weeks, biglang nag-resurface kasi meron pala, positive pala. False negative lang yung rapid test kits. So, kailangan mag-ingat tayo doon. But still, I think that it would be a worthy alternative for those LGUs na limited yung PCR capability.
Mayor Vico, 600 plus?
It's between 600 and 700 pesos. Although sa pagkakaalam ko, pahirapan na rin makahanap ng supplier, ano. But kami, naka-reserve kami ng 20,000 pieces. But I might not get it anymore. So, baka kung may kukuha po sa inyo, i-refer ko na lang kayo. Direct na kayo mag-usap. Ma'am Nene,
Tapos yun siya automatic makuha natin yung result. Hindi na siya dadalhin sa mga laboratory.
Hindi na po. It's IgG, IgM. Yung immunoglobulin po yun. IgG, IgM. So again, ingat po tayo kasi nga may false negative, but it's better than nothing. Ma'am, pakisabi na lang din po kay Sir Oscar kasi may kausap po yata siya. In case lang po na kailangan.
Salamat.
We can give you the allocation originally for us kasi baka hindi na namin siya kunin.
Okay, may tanong ka pa, Mayor Odin? Mayor Hani, ikaw din may problema sa mass testing eh. Si Mayor Hani ba nandyan? Mayor Hani? Mayor Raida, ikaw. Mayor Raida? Mayor John Ray? Mayor John Ray, may tanong ka po? Mayor Raida? Sino pa po yung may tanong? So okay na po tayo? We're fine? Professor Ernie, may tanong ko po ba? So we're fine? So marami pong salamat. We will put together the summary of our discussion para po ma-share doon sa ibang alkalde. At sa susunod po, mag-schedule tayo ulit para makapag-exchange kayo ng practices at saka advice. Marami pong salamat. Meron pa po kayong gustong sabihin? Sino po po yung...
Ma'am Nene, nandito si Derek Evangelista.
Ay, salamat po. Hi, Derek.
Thank you, ma'am.
Salamat po. Mayor Carol, anong gusto mong sabihin? Mayor Carol? Mayor Carol? Mayor Bambi?
Nene?
Po. Ay, yes.
Nene, a question lang sa mga mayors, especially those who've done spraying. Ano yung experience sa spraying?
Sa spraying. Mayor Biko, yung drone mo, di ba? Nag-spray yun. Ano daw yung experience mo sa spraying? Mayor Jerry, sino po yung gustong mag-share dun sa spraying? Mayor Oka, gusto mo pong mag-share dun sa experience mo sa spraying?
Yeah, yung spray, in-adjust namin dahil in-spray namin yung daan, palengke, mga talipapa, and other places, no? Siniguro na namin na walang tao, and we do the spraying in the evening during curfew, and naka-PPE. PPE na homemade yung mga disinfection team, no? Para hindi masira doon sa chemicals, no? So, every other night ang aming spraying sa aming mga markets at talipapa, and then hindi na everyday ang spraying sa mga daan and other places.
Mayor, nakatulong po ba? Nakatulong po yung spraying nyo?
At least sa figure ng Cagayan de Oro, isa lang ang positive. We have a total of 8 patients sa Northern Mindanao, including one who died, yung patient 40 from Marawi. All the rest, naiwan, isa na lang, yung sa 8, no? From Lanao del Norte. And yung Cagayan de Oro na isa has already been discharged dahil nag-test negative na. The other one na reflected sa Cagayan de Oro actually was having chemotherapy treatment in Davao. And he had been in Davao for quite some time, pero taga Cagayan de Oro yon. So, okay lang na na-assign pa rin dito. So, sa awa ng Diyos, okay naman. We have a total of 7 patients ngayon sa NMMC, all of whom are not from Cagayan de Oro. No? And isa na lang ang positive.
Mayor Oka, pinapasabi po ni Mayor Biko, yung rapid test kits daw po niya, pwede niyang i-assign sa inyo. Kung
sige.
ninyo yung testing.
Sige,
Meron daw
sige.
po siyang 20,000. I think he will get in touch with you.
Salamat. Actually, I'm also monitoring another meeting sa Interagency Task Force sa region. Nag-commit na sila na we will have the DOH accredited testing machine before the end of this month. So, magamit na rin yan sa Zamboanga, doon sa kina Mayor Beng, and even Caraga, because we are closer to them. We are closer to you than Davao.
Sige po. Thank you. Mayor Raul.
Salamat.
Mayor Raul, gusto mong mag-share doon sa disinfecting? Kasi pinagbawal na yun ng DOH.
I will continue my disinfectant initiatives. In fact, I am installing sanitation tents in my fishing port because that is my weakest link. Lahat na tao pumupunta sa fishing port. So I have foot bath, hand washing, wheel bath, and tomorrow I will install sanitation tent. Using the anti-bac Downy.
Downy po ginagamit nyo, Mayor. Pero nag-i-spray pa rin po kayo.
I'm still spraying. I'm still spraying the public places. We are still spraying. I have a disinfectant crew that is spraying every day, and I will continue that. Better than nothing.
Ikaw talaga napaka-disobedient mo.
Better than nothing, and I will still use classrooms as quarantine places.
Talaga naman. Ikaw, manang-mana kay Jessie Robredo. Hindi sumusunod sa batas. Mayor, ano yung ginagamit mong disinfectant sa mo Downy? Mas safe ba yon?
Nakalagay naman yung safeguard na disinfectant Downy, yung anti-bac, 99% effective. We also use chlorine, no? Chlorine yung dilution recommended by the Department of Health as a disinfectant.
Okay, so suggestion mo, continue using your common sense and disregard some of the rules that do not make sense. Di ba? Parang ganon.
Yeah, that's true.
Sige po, mga mayor, yun po yung kanya suggest. Gusto mong magsabi, Mayor, BM Jason? Okay ka na? Iba yung profile mo ngayon. Meron ka mustache. Mayor Raida, ikaw? Bagong profile. Meron pa pong gustong magsalita, mag-goodbye? Vice J, ikaw? Anong gusto mong sabihin? Vice J.
Teka lang. Okay, ma'am, maririnig ba ako?
Opo.
Okay na? Okay. Anyway, going back, ma'am, sa quarantine, well, andito si Kong Kiko. They had an initiative nung dumating dito yung ibang mga people from Manila, stranded sila sa Manila, stranded sa Clark. So natulungan ng provincial government to bring them here. So they were quarantined first sa the province has a resort, Mambucal. So doon sila nilagay. So it's quite a ways from the city. Pero nagrereklamo pa rin, no? So sabi ko nga, okay lang, hurt their feelings as long as you don't hurt our bodies, okay lang yan, di ba? So yun, one experience lang daw, we brought in some kids from Manila. When they came in, they were brought into one area, pero nagulat yung community. So siguro advice ko lang sa mga LGUs natin na if you plan to do that, plan to put them in a school, plan to put them in a certain area, do not surprise the community nearby because yung experience namin dito, nagwelga yung community nearby. Yun lang. I guess that's the experience we have over here. We have a mayor, si Mayor Escalante. He's using the classrooms as quarantine areas. I mean, yung classrooms naman natin, it has a banyo, tapos wala naman pasok. Siguro suggestion lang, if we do that, lalo na sa province, which is easier, most of these schools are in the rural areas anyway. So malayo sa highly urbanized areas natin. So that's one thing. Si Bacolod and si Talisay City, what they're doing right now with their home quarantine pass, I guess Same with Makati, is it's number coded ngayon. MWF, odd even scheme tayo, and I like what si Mayor Doc Raul Banyas is doing. Na pag Sunday, medyo total lockdown tayo. Wala nang close all business establishments. So it keeps people from traveling. Medyo nagulat lang tayo dito last Monday. Syempre, after Holy Week, gutom yung tao, and then nagbigay pa ng pera si DSWD. Syempre, everybody will go to the markets, everybody will go to the groceries. Medyo dinagsa tayo doon. So I'm hoping that that's that's not the normal. Although ano ba yung new normal ngayon, no? Yun yung mga observations natin dito from, I'm not in government anymore, pero that's the observation here coming from people traveling within the province, from city to city. Ma'am.
Paano pagka ayaw ng community na doon mo ilalagay yung mga galing sa ibang bansa o ibang komunidad?
Well, ma'am, I guess it's more of we should just assure the community, ma'am, na yun, the PUMs or PUIs cannot leave that area, one. And two is we should secure it also, not just for the people inside the designated area. We should also look at people from outside. Yung families nito, magbibisita dyan, magdadala ng pagkain. So, we should also be ready for that as well. Kasi, alam naman natin, pag Pinoy, naka-quarantine dun, dadalaw, let's pay them a visit. Sana, wag naman ganyan. So, we should be ready for that as well also, ma'am. And I guess it's to assure also the community nearby na, wag kayong pumasok dyan. So, I guess that's one way of putting it, ma'am.
Thank you. Mayor Bambi, gusto mong magsalita, di ba? Mayor Bambi? Okay. May advice ka din?
Oh, how are you? Sorry, I came late. Well, I heard the latter part of Mayor Vico's experience or his view on the rapid test that's being now brought into the country. I didn't hear the prior to that, but are any other mayors going to use it in this group, or would you know anybody? I can't.
Actually, hindi pa actually yung kailangan po maunawaan talaga yung importance ng mass testing. Kasi siyempre it's very very expensive. So bakit daw kailangan nag-mass testing? Yun po yung in-explain ni Mayor Jerry at saka ni Mayor Rex.
Well, ma'am, if I can, with due respect to Mayor Jerry and Mayor Vico, there are also positive things kasi about the rapid test that can be utilized by the people, by LGUs, or by whoever wants to propagate it in the communities. Diba? Ang sinasabi ni Mayor Vico yung false positive or false negative. Ma'am, kasi in the tests, it's either you're positive, you're negative, false positive, or false negative. In mass testing, if you're negative, you're out. So at least you are taken away already out of the equation. If you're positive and you're asymptomatic, you're positive, you go take the PCR. So half the battle is already won if you do the mass testing with the rapid test. The false negative, yung sinasabi ni Mayor Vico na baka hindi tapos meron, pag false negative, dapat under observation kasi he can turn out to be positive later on. So, dapat yun ang maging PUI or PUM. Pero yung false positive, well, talagang ano na yun. Ma'am, naka-mute kayo, ma'am.
Ano po natin, and we will put this together, Mayor, para maka-react din yung mga ibang alkalde. Kasi sabi naman ni Mayor Vico, in the absence of anything, kailangan, importante din yung rapid test. Kaya nga po, ino-offer na niya yung mga rapid test kits niya. Yeah. Meron siya kasing better alternative, yung processing ng medical city.
Yeah. Kasi yung PCR test talaga, that is the gold standard of the country, the RT-PCR. However, that is expensive and it's limited in volume, in quantity. But the mass testing can be done in 15 minutes. That's what's used in Wuhan, in China, in Singapore, everywhere else in the world. It's just actually to be able to differentiate or reduce the number of people that you can you can determine na, oh, ito, we have 1,000 people. Yung mass testing yan, oh, may 300 pa. Ito na lang natin ang bantayan. Yung 700, pwede na.
Sige po.
Mass testing po. Diba? I mean, there's a positive side to it. Diba? It's not like what Mayor Vico said, it's not 100%, but if you do have a false negative, then you automatically go into that category na kailangan bantayan to. Pero pag negative ka, oh, out ka na.
Opo. Yes, opo.
O this talagang magpa-test ka na kasi you have already it's in your body already.
That's well.
Does everyone understand that one is an indirect test, the other is a direct test?
No, it's just one test by blood.
So the mass testing is testing if you have that antibodies present.
Correct.
Meaning your body reacted to the disease and produced the antibodies. The reason it produces false negatives is because your body could possibly not produce antibodies, so you will look like you're negative even though you're actually positive. The PCR takes longer, actually studies the RNA structure and will determine whether the virus is in you. So the PCR is a direct test. It will tell you 100% whether it's in you or not. The other one is looking at the reaction of your body. If the antibody is there, they conclude meron ka kasi dumating yung antibody. Yung problema, yung antibody na yun, kamukha na yung antibody ng flu at saka ibang pulmonary disease. Kaya nagkakaroon ng false positive. So I just want to make sure everybody understands one is an indirect test. It's not a measurement of whether the virus exists or not. The other one, the longer one, actually determines whether the RNA is in your body.
We completely agree that the RT-PCR is the gold test, diba? That's just a longer process and it is more expensive, diba? But however, you could not do that to every single Filipino, diba? But if you're able to take away those who are totally negative out of the equation, then they're out. If they're positive, they're in. Okay, the false positive, false negative, there's that situation where they have to be monitored. And then they have to undergo the PCR. At least you're able to start bringing down the numbers down. But I'm not. The PCR is the gold. That's the best. That's the gold standard in our country.
Thank you po, Mayor Bambi, and thank you, Luigi. Councilor Ali, may gusto kang sabihin? Councilor Ali, you're okay?
Hi, Ma'am Nene. Good afternoon po.
Oo, meron ka ba? Medyo binomba ng konti ang Quezon City, no? Kawawa.
Opo, unfortunately.
So, you're able to recover ba sa mga dating mga criticism, Mayor, Councilor Ali?
So far, we're just trying our best, ma'am, para lang ma-arrest yung current situation. Pero sa huli na lang po siguro yung habol sa PR. What Mayor Joy is trying to do now is yung ipakalat po talaga yung community-based testing po sa Quezon City. Yung current assignment ko naman po is yung setting up ng quarantine facility. So as much as possible, if we are able to test a person tapos she or he is unable to go home and undergo self-quarantine because of his living conditions, automatic po, we have them, we arrange their accommodation sa facilities po namin ng city.
So meron na kayong mass testing, Councilor?
Hindi po mass testing yung tawag namin kasi parang 10,000 pa lang po yun na PCR. Dahil po sa laki ng population ng city. We try to do it na community-based testing. So yung CESU po namin helps identify probable cases, tapos yun po yung tinetest namin. So yun yung atake po as of now.
So gusto niyo po bang mag-partner din sa private hospital para matulungan?
Opo, in the works po yung partnerships namin with private hospitals. Pero sa pagkakaalam ko po, sa kasalukuyan, ang partner po ay Red Cross and merong konting accommodation from Lung Center of the Philippines. Dahil nandito po sila nakabase sa Quezon City.
So actually, our hearts go to you. Nakasabi ko lang po, we really sympathize with you. You're trying your best and yet the public keeps on criticizing, but we know you're doing your best and we wish you We wish you all the courage and all the inspiration. Salamat po, Councilor.
Thank you rin po, ma'am. Thank you po sa lahat. I think everybody's doing their best. God bless us all.
Opo. Sino pa po yung gustong magsalita bago po tayo mag-end? Mayor Raida, gusto mong magsalita? Kong Kiko, ikaw po. Kong Kiko.
Hello.
Good
afternoon,
Congressman. Sige po. Ano pong gusto niyo
lang, I just wanted to echo what Jay Halandoni had said in terms of Negros. Gumagamit din ho kami ng rapid test as well as PCR, but we have to wait for our PCR tests to go to Iloilo, which is where the subnational lab is found. We also donated testing kits, PCR testing kits, as well as rapid test kits. Magkaiba tama ho si Luigi. Magkaibang klaseng test yung dalawa. But what the rapid tests can tell you, actually they have false negatives for the rapid tests depending ho kung kailan nyo kukunin yung blood test. No, so it depends on the cycle of the infection. So there should be protocols as to when would be the most best time to take the rapid test, and it's probably most useful for quick assessment for frontliners that you really need to know if they can function right away or not. At least that's what we're doing in Negros. No? So yun lang naman mo. We have designated quarantine areas kasi there's two parts, no? The assumption kasi ma'am of flattening the curve is that you are increasing the capacity of your health system to cope with the number of people that will get the virus as severe and critical. So testing is one way to ensure that you can allocate severe and critical bed spaces, but another one is to increase increase the capacity of the health system to have bed spaces, not just quarantine for PUMs and PUIs, but for actual mild cases of them having been set aside. Ang sinasabi ho ni Jay dun sa nangyari sa Mambucal sa resort sa Negros, 14 days ho sila upon landing. Even though DOH has removed PUMs from their categories, the province has decided to still retain PUMs as a category and divide PUIs into the DOH categories of suspect and probable causes. Kasi the DOH mandate seems to be most useful for places like Manila where local transmission seems to be much more common. For the provinces where local transmissions are not yet so common, I think having a PUM category is probably still quite useful. Pero nangyayari ho doon, 14 days sila quarantine, hindi sila nakakalabas. Until after 14 days na walang symptoms. Yun po ang ginagawa naman namin sa Negros. And it looks like it's working, although we are awaiting for the next wave of next wave of infections kasi there's no cure, right? Until a vaccine is found, our best hope is to get better treatments and or increase the capacity of the health system to cope so they're not overwhelmed. So any of these tools help. The other major thing, ma'am, kasi at the end of the day, for those in the local government front lines that all your mayors seem to have, or seem to be, it's really a lot is psychological as well, managing people's expectations and their fear para walang panic. So all the tools that is made available that you can use to help you do that certainly should be useful. So thank you, ma'am, for inviting me. Yun lang naman.
Thank you po, Congressman Kiko. So before we end, marami pong salamat. Mayor John Ray, nandiyan ka pa ba? Magsasay ka ba ng hello o goodbye? Okay na po tayo. So marami pong salamat and
thank you po, ma'am.
Please.
Thank you for
Mayor
inviting.
John Ray, ikaw naman yung magsalita.
Nakikinig lang po ako. I-recommend po natin yung napakinggan po natin kay Mayor.
Oo, magaling yan si John Ray. Malaking boses sa Kongreso yan.
Hindi. Nakikinig lang po tayo kay Kiko. Boss Kiko, kumusta na?
Naka-quarantine pa rin po hanggang ngayon.
Sige po. Iba na po yung profile ngayon ni Congressman John Ray. Meron siyang bigote. Mas gumwapo siya. So marami pong salamat. Wala ka nang isasabihin, Mayor John Ray. You're okay?
Okay na po.
Sige
Salamat po.
Marami pong salamat sa inyong lahat. Thank you po. Hi! Salamat po. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you po sa lahat. Thank you, Mayor Bambi, Congressman Kiko, Mayor John Ray, Mayor Hans, Mayor Raul, Mayor Oka, Mayor Rex, Mayor Hani, Mayor Beng. Marami pong salamat and God bless us. Stay protected po. Thank you po. Salamat po. Thank you, Mayor Ramon. Padala po namin yung summary sa ating Viber group.
Okay, thank you.
Salamat po. Thank you po.